G. Check it out. Check it out. 212, Phil G the Knowbody.
Look at this. What could be better? I got my best girl over on my side, making me a complete man.
Oh, baby.
I found you under that bus. Wherever I found you. In Australia, that shit house.
That was in Australia.
Yeah, that place, gross. You're good, though. I tell you what, that cheese we tried that I liked, couldn't figure out what it was Swiss cheese.
Well, it's been a pretty good night. It's been fun enough. I like hanging out with my brother. I like hanging out with my brother's wife, even though she is what she is.
I love her forever, no matter what. Isn't that right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot to love. You guys make me sick when I look at you, but it's not because of you, because you're my brother and I love you. It's this dog of a woman that you married.
Choose your words carefully, big guy. This is my wife you're talking about here.
I'm getting more wine.
Nick, what's going on, big guy? You just tripped my wife.
Brother, I'm not going to invite you over to my beautiful home, have a wine party, so I can throw your wife through a table.
You tripped her, Nick.
She can say whatever she wants, but I didn't trip your wife. I didn't trip you. You fell. You're gonna sit here and point fingers at me, and crazy as she is.
I think you're right.
You owe me $2,000.
No offense, but women feel inquisitive and empowered all the fucking time. Women are always asking obvious questions and testing the boundaries of their entitlement. Okay? What? You gonna beat me? Because most domestic violence is initiated by women. You gonna come beat me? Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Most domestic violence is started by women, but most of the time, it's finished by men. Just kidding. Sorry.
A safe space for women to feel inquisitive and empowered.
That's all women do, is feel inquisitive and empowered. How much can I get away with today? That's the question that combines their inquisitiveness with their empoweredness. How much shit can I pull today? I'm kidding. They know it's a joke. This is my racist Southern character. We're in Atlanta. I'm doing my racist Larry the Cable Guy. I don't believe in any of this stuff. You know I'm a feminist. You know I believe in female. Guys, you know I believe that females and men are 100% biologically equal. The only reason why one group of people would ever do worse than another group of people is because of the system, bruh. Fuck you. She got fucking $5 for that. I deserve $5. You got $5 for this boring video? I'm gonna do that. The next project I do, I'm gonna find a woman with a nice voice and I'm gonna do some shit like this. This book will offer girls a chance to see role models who look like them, understand that they have choices, let them shape their future through education and career goals, break down stereotypes of all sorts, find out about all types of careers at a young age, learn self-sufficiency, be able to critically think for themselves, especially related to stereotypes they see and hear about every day. Damn, that's a tall order. You sure you're going to be able to accomplish all that with one book? I think what's much more likely is the girls who end up reading this pamphlet and take it to heart are going to end up opening their legs pretty early in college. They're going to spend their freshman year of college not trying so hard in class and spending a lot of time thinking about boys. That's the way it goes. I'm sorry, man. Okay, I seen it. I know. I've been there. All right, I saw what was happening. All right, they're not. An 18-year-old girl doesn't go to school and do this. Oh, I better study real hard and get really good at what I'm doing so I can make a lot of money. They don't do that. They go like this. Oh yeah! Yay! Woo!
Now that's how we did it back in the day. You understand me, boy? You didn't think your grandpappy could get busy like that? Boy, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
The thing they keep saying about how women are always discouraged from becoming astronauts and fucking physicists, right? You know how they tell little girls you can't ever be a doctor. I remember that back in preschool and kindergarten. I remember the girls in my class, they weren't playing with dolls or gossiping or putting gum in boys' hair and things like that. They wanted to be doctors. They were like, oh, I want to be like a computer scientist. And I remember specifically. So the male teachers would come up and they would grab the girl and they would go,
You can't ever be anything other than a housewife. You remember that, right? From when you were in school, don't you?
Oh, say, birthday, bright star, Alex, has by watched Hadley Street, proudly wear you.
You got this thing going on about you, and it's amazing. Your voice is one of those ones. When you hit that high pitch, the vibrato there, it's like it's the kind of thing that drives you crazy and you think about for weeks and weeks at a time, you know? It's bluesy, it's cool, and for such a big sound coming out of such a small person, it's so crazy. It kind of f***s you up. It's the kind of thing that when you hear someone sing like that, you just know right away they're gonna make a shit ton of money with it, you know?
Yeah, he's named after his father. My only goal in life is to make sure this little demon isn't brought up to be like his daddy. Once Uncle Sam stepped up to the plate and gave us our EBT, so they started taking the place of daddy. I have a child. Yeah, I can do whatever I want, really. I don't need Jeff around. Whatever it takes, right? Jeff.
Lena Dunham doesn't have the brain power to fucking think her way out of a paper bag. She's a fucking retard. I mean, I've talked to her. I know who she is. She's a dumb bitch. I'm sorry, okay? And if she ever
fucks with me, if she ever puts me into some sort of self-defense situation.
Time out. A lot of people are going to hear this podcast.
Yeah.
So, okay.
If she puts me in a self-defense situation, okay, and I have to legally defend myself, okay, I'm not going to initiate violence against her.
Okay.
But if she comes at me in an alleyway, tries to do anything,
I don't really know if that's her reputation.
I'm going to fuck her up so badly, I will put her in the fucking ground in a fucking box. I'll take extra time. Okay? She'll be getting, it won't be a quick self-defense situation. I'll be nailing her. I'll be punching her in the back. I'll be punching her in the back of the neck. I'll be boxing her eyes in. I'll break both her orbital bones. I'm gonna destroy Lena Dunham physically so badly that the people who come to clean her up, they're gonna be puking when they see what I did to her. All right? I want them to know how I feel about her, so I'm gonna fuck her up so bad that she makes them puke when they see her bruised, mangled body. If she ever did anything to me to warrant that legally, now I would never, ever initiate violence against her.
The way that you said
but that's
all
what
that.
would happen.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Kickstarter TV, episode 309. I'm in a bad mood today. Didn't want to film anything. Didn't want to record anything. Wanted to be left alone. Do my thing, you know? Recuperate a little bit. Get a little R&R time. Let's check out our first project. It's Almost Adults. I like it already. Millennial extension of adolescence into the 30s. It's a very important thing for society right now. What we need is we need a nation of non-adults. Some people have pledged 122,000 Canadian dollars, 4,000 backers. I'm getting kind of jealous. It's big money for two broads. What are you girls going to spend it on, huh? Clothes? Girls, you're not spending 122,000 on your webcam show. You spent it on, what did you spend? You spent it on purses, right? Okay, let's see what these bitches are about.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hey, I'm Sarah. How come why do so many lesbians have speech impediments? Just when your kids have speech impediments, take them to the speech therapist, get it taken care of. That way they're not going to be riding Sibians and using jellies and dildos when they're an adult.
And we're from the Gay Women channel on YouTube.
Never heard of it.
And we are extremely excited to announce that we are...
I love that nod. That's like, that's a greedy little girl right there. Do you want to go to the Pepperidge Farm factory today and sample the cookies?
Never heard of it.
And we are extremely excited to announce that we are shooting a feature...
Don't ever do that. Reminds me of this chick I dated. We're going to call her Mrs. X, though. We're not going to say her real name. She was a bit big, on the big side. She was still hot as hell, though. You ever think about all your exes and you just miss them all at once? And you wish you could have them, you wish you could kidnap them?
Written by Adriana.
That's me. And directed by Sarah.
That's me.
We did the math. Pay people and make a feature film. It costs 4,705 burritos. All we are asking
for gay people to make a feature film, she just said it costs more for gay people. Listen, stop talking, start kissing, alright? Take your pussies out. I want to see some action, you dumb bitches. I want to see attractive gay people. I'm all for gay rights. I love gay rights. I want them in the streets kissing and fucking. I don't want to see ugly ones, though. I don't want to see ugly gay people.
So by now you're probably wondering, what is this movie even about? Tell him, Adriana.
So it's about these two best friends that have been BFFs since they were babies. Cassie and Mackenzie. Cassie is straight and Mackenzie is so gay. They're in their final year of college and they find themselves heading into different directions, emotionally, career-wise, just every way you can go in, they're heading there.
Even when biology has been turned on its head and perverted in the most corrupt, foundational way, these dumb bitches still think the most interesting thing in the world is little interpersonal drama.
We love women so much that we want to see more of them in front of and behind the camera. So, by supporting this project, you're also supporting women in film, which is pretty cool.
Like a writer, director, producer?
Yeah.
What about a female sound recordist?
Yep.
Female cinematographer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just crazy. How can that many women work together without a man telling them what to do?
I don't know how to answer that question without a man's advice.
Well, why does the gender matter? Just make a good film and shut your fucking mouths. You don't see Guillermo del Toro. Please support the Hispanic filmmakers. King, Warrior, Magician, Lover is a very good book. It's about the 4 Jungian archetypes that exist within all men. When they're out of balance, they're either out of balance in an active or a passive way. So, for example, the king, if you have the king energy, is a sort of energy that seeks to create life and bring about justice, and it's not about being in charge of things. The active, unbalanced king archetype is the tyrant king, which is where you want to control everything. You want to be on top of the mountaintop giving orders. And then the passive, imbalanced king energy is the weakling. The weakling is the passive shadow of the king archetype. And so that means that you feel totally powerless. You are unable to affect the world around you in any significant way. And you disidentify with the king energy. And so the lover archetype, the active, imbalanced lover archetype is the mama's boy, which doesn't actually mean you want to have sex with your mom. It always bothers me when I'm unable to have a positive energy exchange with somebody, when I can't, when it feels like there's a barrier between someone else's heart and my heart. It bothers me. You're just addicted to love or something. You want to experience the stimulus of love everywhere, and I think that's related to what I'm going through. But this skinny Frasier Crane looking chick.
They're in their final year of college and they find themselves heading into different directions, like emotionally, career-wise.
Like the one on the left looks pretty comfortable. The one on the left, she looks like she's come to terms with the fact that she's big, probably stinky, and she probably kisses passionately. And the one on the right, she looks like she's. I don't know how accurate this is, but I would guess that she's not comfortable in her own skin. I would guess that she's doing the TV humor thing, where they're asking, her friend is asking questions, and she's going, nope. And then when she talks, her jaw goes like this. She can't get behind what she's saying enough to say it without a cute little, so that if she comes across as being ridiculous or stupid, then it's sort of written off ahead of time because her. I mean, do you think her jaw is seriously malformed and she has to do that, or do you think that she has low self-confidence and it makes it easier for her to say things when she's got long hair too? What if your hair was down to here? What would that feel like? Here we go. I don't have much self-confidence. Alright, let's check this shit out. Ooh, yeah! We got a looker here, folks. We got a real looker. Diary of an Anonymous Girl by Wendy Roberts. Right off the bat. Okay, we know it's not going to be anonymous because your name's Wendy Roberts and you love the fact that you want to be famous. And so if this ever was a thing, if you ever did make your $5,000 goal, of which you've got $0, you would definitely have your name, Wendy Roberts, posted all over it. Second of all, Wendy Roberts is one of those names that it's just obvious poverty. This is Ontario, Canada. She's got this triangular face, and she's just dumb. You just look so dumb, lady. What goes on in the mind of a woman pushing 40 who hasn't accomplished a single thing that she set out to do? sex, love, sleep, or question mark, question mark, question mark. I love this, man. This is the best thing ever. What goes on in the mind of a woman pushing 40 who hasn't accomplished a single thing that she set out to do? That's what goes on in the mind of a woman who's pushing 40 who hasn't accomplished a single thing that she set out to do. Well, there's three types. There's the women who haven't accomplished a single thing that they set out to do. That's one. There's women who have spent their entire lives denying their femininity and going after careers in the way that men do, and they don't end up so well. By the time they hit 40 and they look around at the rubble around their lives and realize that they don't have families, they don't have love, and all they do have is they've stuck it to men in a big way. They said, anything you can do, I can do better. And three is women who are successfully running families. That's three. Three you don't see so much anymore. Two you see all the time in movies and TV, but you never get the real picture. And one, women who haven't accomplished a single thing they set out to do. Well, those are all over the place, my friend. We're looking at one right here. She's anonymous. She goes by the name Wendy Roberts, and her funding was unsuccessful. $5,000, got $0. So you guys should be happy that I spent the Kickstarter TV money. I just went in and told them, give me the most expensive records. First Kickstarter of the day, W Review, A Positive, Honest Community for Women by Claire Cully. Now, I'm already a little bit skeptical. I'm skeptical of a woman's ability to provide or create a positive, honest community for women. I think that's a job best left to a man, perhaps someone like me. I could create a positive, honest community for women. It would be called samshores.com, samssexysubmissivesluts.com. And you would go there, and it would tell you everything you need to know about being a modern woman. I'm not going to like this video, but let's go ahead and play it.
I am a woman in business.
Yeah, right.
I am single.
I'm an
Not a
entrepreneur.
surprise. No, you're
I'm
not.
on my period. I'm a comedian. I'm vegan.
I am ugly. I am useless. I stink. I have unrealistic expectations of dating. I don't understand my own market value. I don't understand why good-looking and powerful men are not attracted to me, even though I'm 35 years old and I've squandered my youth on shit like this. It's not a big deal, guys. Look, I'm a comedian. No, you're not. No, you're not, man. That's like me banging on a xylophone and saying that I'm a composer, okay? You have to at least have some clout and get some horsepower before you start making wild claims like that. You're not a comedian. You're not an entrepreneur. I can tell from your busted British face. You're just some ugly old bat, okay? Fuck you. Look, man. I'm not a misogynist. If some woman was in my face, she was like, I'm a businesswoman. And she had an MBA, and she had a successful track record working in executive positions at companies. And she'd invented some product or something. Then I'd be like, oh, wow, you're a businessman. You're a businesswoman. Cool, cool. But if you're just some ugly person who's still trying to figure out what they're doing with their life because you didn't know in your 20s that you were supposed to be training to become a better wife, then I can't help you. You're not a businesswoman. Sorry, you're a busted old hoe. I don't clean up after my cats.
I am single.
No shit, you're single. You frumpy pig. Man, you have the worst combination. First of all, you're an ugly, frumpy, pumpkin head pig. Second of all, you have these bright red fuck me lips. Okay? And I know, oh, it's... Bro, women can wear makeup whenever they want. It's just like wearing shoes or something for guys. It's like you shouldn't get on their case about it. Okay, well, no, because the purpose of makeup is to make your face look like a baboon's ass, which is what Pumpkinhead here has done. And it doesn't quite link up because your face is so busted and ugly that she reminds me of this kid I went to high school with, Matt. And I would rather fuck Matt than fuck her, quite honestly. And Matt can probably cook for himself. She can't cook. She refuses to cook. She shares the meal cooking duties with her boyfriend, with her gay boyfriend. I'm single. Yeah, of course you're single. And all the guys you dated so far are gay. Because only a gay man would fuck you. Because you look like a gay man. Fuck you. But yeah, maybe if you make your lipstick a little bit wider, if you get some more red on there, then maybe you'll be more fuckable. Okay, babe? Make me a sandwich, babe.
I'm an entrepreneur.
You fucking... You're an entrepreneur? Then guess what? I'm an engineer and a rocket scientist. Fuck you. You're an entrepreneur? I'm a biologist. Yeah, I didn't go to medical school or study anything, but I know about biology, so I can do it with my big hat. My big hat means I have a big brain. Your big hat makes you look like a horse that they're trying to keep the sun off his face. You do have a horse face, too. You have a horse face, you have horse hair, you look like a horse. If you ever need someone to put you down, I'll come put you down. Just give me a call. Call me the horse doctor. I'll come to your house, put a bullet in your head. Because you're a lame, crippled old horse. You can't run any more races. Because you're 33 years old, you don't have a husband, you don't have training, or that's why you're an entrepreneur. That's what, look, not to be racist or anything, there's a lot of black people who say they're entrepreneurs too. And it's because if you are unemployed and you have nothing going on, just say you're an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. I came up with a business plan, it's called Kickstarter TV. It's taken me 2 years, it's made no money. My salary for 2 years, $12,000. My salary is $6,000 a year. I'm an entrepreneur. Get me a big hat ASAP. Look, unless you can come up with a business and like tell people the name of your business and maybe they'll recognize it, or you can tell them about a magazine that it was written in. Don't say you're an entrepreneur. Say, yeah, I came up with Tweezly. It's an app. It was written about in Forbes magazine. If you can't do that, if you can't say that you created something, you're not really an entrepreneur. You're like, you just say I fuck around a lot. I spend my time fucking around.
I'm on my period.
I'm on my period. Damn! Now look, in my website, samssexysubmissivesluts.com, a positive, honest community for women, I'm going to have women coming out and talking about what it's like to succeed in the business world. Powerful role models for young girls everywhere to realize that you can be good at math even if you're stupid. You can use government grants and handouts and special programs to succeed. That's what I want to teach these young girls. So that's what a positive, honest community for women should be. And here you come with your jack-o'-lantern head, your jack-o'-lantern eyes, your dull little haircut, your fuchsia lips. Red wasn't good enough for you. Red, bright red, wasn't saying quite what you wanted to say. You didn't want to say, if you are a baboon in heat, please fuck my face. You wanted to say that my sexuality is so vicious that if you give me the opportunity, I will throat fuck myself on your cock or anything else phallus shaped with my fuchsia lips. And what's your message of empowerment? To stay strong, sisters. I'm on my period.
I'm on my period.
I'm on my period. You're like monkeys, man. These are like monkeys right here. I'm on my period. I'm on my period. I'm a woman, I can say it. I'm on my period. Well, I'm a man, and I have skid marks and a lot of smegma. I have skid marks in my underwear. I'm a man. My sheets are covered in semen, and I can say that because I'm an empowered man. I'm a big, strong man. I'm not going to do what any woman says. My sheets are covered in semen, and I have skid marks all over my underwear. What do you think about that? It's true, he says. Yeah, well, I'm a man. I'm a man, so thankfully I don't have to talk about my bodily functions for validation. Thank God I'm a man, because I don't have to bring up my own bodily functions for a feeling of brotherhood or to show how strong I am or whatever. Keep your private shit private.
I'm a comedian.
No, you're not.
I'm vegan.
You're fucking ugly, dude. You look like if D. Antwoord volunteered her face. You look like D. Antwoord got in a car accident. I like that haircut though. I'm going for something similar.
I'm a freelancer.
I'm a freelancer. Do I need to say anything about that? AKA you're unemployed, the same thing as an entrepreneur? What do you freelance at? Showing off your crotch? What do you get paid? $6,000 a year? You can't do Kickstarter TV. Stupid.
We are all different.
We are totally useless. We need state support to survive. Unless the state steals from people in the form of taxes and gives it back to us in the form of welfare, we won't survive. We rely on men and the state to survive.
At any given time, a woman is experiencing a number of different things.
Uselessness, fatness, ugliness. God, man. Can you imagine if men made a video? At any given time, men are experiencing different things. Fuck you. That's how you know they don't want equality. It's called the Bechdel test, right? Have men do this video, and you'll see how fucking absurd it is. It's not absurd because it's women, and we're biologically hardwired to feel sympathetic towards them. And I do. I would love to take care of this ugly horsewoman. I would love to be her everything and kiss her down. And she would go out drinking wine in London or wherever these idiots are from, and she would probably cheat on me a bunch, kiss other guys. I would love that.
Maybe she's entering a new stage in her life. Or she's experiencing something she's never felt or dealt with before. Or maybe she's looking to achieve something new.
Experiencing something she's never felt before, such as
Your review was set up to create a positive platform for women of all ages.
At all stages of their lives to get advice. Develop a deeper understanding of themselves and be supported by others.
how can anyone love not a British woman, a British person? How can you love that? How can anyone love such an unlovable, ugly person? You know? I don't want to sound too, you know, I don't want to sound too, but ugly people, I just don't understand how they find love, because they're so unlovable. Set up! If you had a big pumpkin head, and she's saying, set up! Things like that, in British, in English. He's set up for all ages! Big pumpkin head, she's riding you. How can you love that? How are you sexually attracted? I don't understand biology, okay? Look, God, I don't understand how you made evolution work, okay? Because if the point of human existence is to procreate and further the gene, then I don't understand how a big pumpkin head who says things like "shut up," I don't understand how that could be conducive to, because I'm not attracted to that, and I don't understand how any man could ever be attracted to that. Like, how could you nut in that? And I guess it's because there is such an endless supply of pussy men who will just take anything. And that's the answer to that question. So I do understand. Oh, I'm riding you. I'm riding you. We're going to get set up.
Or maybe she's looking to achieve something new.
The W Review was set up to create a positive platform for women of all ages.
I'm riding you. I'm gonna procreate. You're gonna drop your seed in me. You're gonna be set up for all ages. For
women of all ages.
Pumpkin head. Can't believe people talk like that. Fuck, man.
Stages of their lives
That
to
sounds
get
harsh.
advice. Develop a deeper understanding of themselves and
Shut
be
up.
supported by others.
In this modern age, it's important to take time out and focus on the issues
that are important to ourselves.
And not feel judged or inferior while we're doing it.
You are
We
good.
created this open,
honest community so that women in the UK and around the world
would have a space to feel both inquisitive and empowered.
This is why we're launching our Kickstarter.
No offense, but women feel inquisitive and empowered all the fucking time. Women are always asking obvious questions and testing the boundaries of their entitlement. Okay? What? You gonna beat me? Because most domestic violence is initiated by women. You gonna come beat me? Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Most domestic violence is started by women, but most of the time, it's finished by men. Just kidding. Sorry.
A safe space for women to feel inquisitive and empowered.
That's all women do, is feel inquisitive and empowered. How much can I get away with today? That's the question that combines their inquisitiveness with their empoweredness. How much shit can I pull today? I'm kidding. They know it's a joke. This is my racist Southern character. We're in Atlanta. I'm doing my racist Larry the Cable Guy. I don't believe in any of this stuff. You know I'm a feminist. You know I believe in female. Guys, you know I believe that females and men are 100% biologically equal. The only reason why one group of people would ever do worse than another group of people is because of the system, bruh. Fuck you.
Starter on International Women's Day.
The UK celebrates all that we've achieved and all that we've yet to accomplish.
It's not a day from separating ourselves out from men.
It's simply a day to celebrate how far we've come.
At the W Review, we want every day to share that.
Back to my earlier point. Imagine if men were making this video. We need a day to celebrate how far we've come. What's the rebuttal to that? Oh, all human history is about the white male. Cheers, a toast to white men. I say we have a day, International Women's Day, to celebrate all the great women, inventors, mathematicians, all the best inventions made by women, such as the traffic light, peanut butter, cell phone. Did you know a cell phone was actually invented by women? The automobile was invented by women. Pacemaker saves millions of lives every year. Invented by a woman. You didn't know that, did you? Elevators invented by women. All the great works of literature by women. 80% of the Western canon is by women. And the reason why more women didn't write books is because men were oppressing them. Saying, you can't write, put that pen down, or I'll beat you. That's the way it was in olden times. What other inventions are there by women? The laptop? LCD screens, that's right. LCD screens. The blender. What else was invented by women? Airplanes. For the first couple years of airplane design, it was only women making airplanes. And then the men came in and took all the credit for it. So fuck you.
Since we started our little community 3 months ago, we've been bowled over by how many women have contributed to the site, shared our articles and interacted with us on social media. In those 3 short months, we've already received national press, we've had over 100,000 page views, and we've met so many inspiring women.
If that were true, you would have more than 39 backers. You liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. And you're ugly.
But we want to go further. We want to reach out and talk about more of the issues that are affecting real women, from body image to mental health, from community to relationships, from parenting to business. We want to be able to make conversations happen. But in order to do that, we're going to need a little bit of help.
Just a small pledge could help transform our community and go towards supporting thousands of women all over the world.
Your pledges will help us develop our politics, LGBTQ and teen sections, as well as pay our contributors who are currently all volunteers.
We want to champion women in the workplace and support fairer wages, and it's extremely important to us that we can do.
You want this to work. You want it to pop off. You have to be, first of all, one of you has to be fuckable, okay? Zoe Quinn, even though she's a hideous troll pig, she's such a trash heap that she's very sexy. So you need something like that on your team to get the wallets flowing. You need someone, when I see Zoe Quinn, before she opens her mouth, I go like this, do I have enough money for this little hoe? That's what I think of right away. That's my big problem, is I think about seeding inside trash heaps. I gotta stop thinking about that. Stop thinking evil thoughts. What can I say? So you need some sex. I love horsey so much. I want horsey hair. That's what these women, they all have horsey hair. Cut that off. Put on more like eyeshadow. Suggest that you're sexually imbalanced and totally crazy. Channel that inner trash heap, so that I start thinking about giving you money in exchange for certain things. And then you have to fabricate. Being victimized by men somehow in order to get this Kickstarter fully funded. £20,000 goal. They've helped thousands of women, and we've had news reviews and won awards, and we've got so much momentum, but we've only got 39 backers. We only raised 1,500 quid. Just fabricate some story about how a man threatened you. And I can help you with that. For example, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna fucking kill you. And that's how you do it. That's how you raise money. If you've got nothing going on. I would say this to men too. You've seen other Kickstarter TV reviews. You know I take it to the boys with gusto. I tell them what's up. Alright, it's not just for Rosie the Riveter. I go all out, all the time. The way that you can tell that somebody's got nothing going on is when they start using the word story or conversation. That means I have nothing going on, and I'm expecting you to fill in the blanks or to contribute to this somehow. Their business plan involves conversations and storytelling. It's time to cut that person off. Don't give them any money. Walk away. They're done. Okay, they have nothing. They don't have a business plan. Their business plan is take money and content from other people and then become the next YouTube. People are so fucking stupid, man. I haven't seen this much anymore, but a few years ago, from like 2006 to a few years ago, people, I guess because I was doing motion graphics stuff, so I was being exposed to people whose business plan and idea was create the next Twitter, or like create Twitter with a twist. And nobody seems to understand, they don't understand the first thing about the network effect and the chicken and the egg problem, and the fact that your website, nobody's gonna give a fuck. How many Twitter clones are there out there? A lot. It's gonna be the next Twitter, but on this one you can share music files. It's gonna revolutionize everything, man. No. Go back to your mom's basement, fire up some Dota 2, and play with me and my friends. Because you're not gonna make the next Twitter. You're just an idiot. You're just another entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are like oatmeal, okay? Each little grain is useless, but together they can feed me. Together.
We want to champion women in the workplace and support
chunky women in the workplace? Now we're talking.
Support fair wages, and it's extremely important.
Support fair wages. Fuck me, man. First of all, the workplace wage gap has been debunked so many times by now. You're too lazy to look that up. Or what's more likely is you know that the workplace wage gap has been debunked, and you're continuing to use that argument just to get attention. And seriously, fuck you. You're the reason why everything sucks. Because you're disingenuous, you're a liar, and you just complain, and you suck, and you're a fucking idiot. Second of all, if the workplace wage gap were a real thing, I would understand it. Because my brief experience in the corporate world is that men, when they have poor performance, they get yelled at. When they contribute to a hostile working environment, they get yelled at. And what women bring to the table is the inability to take criticism and almost magical ability to escalate workplace drama and feminize an office. And that's what I've seen firsthand. And that's why I think there should be a workplace wage gap. But I'm just making a joke right now, so don't listen to me. The point is that if you're too lazy to type in gender pay gap debunked and read a little bit, then fuck you. And if you have read about it and you realize that that argument is flawed, you continue making it because the ends justify the means. The way I see it, that's what separates the left from the right. I haven't met or talked to too many people who genuinely are evil, who get off on keeping the poor down or killing babies or who have like evil motives. But what I've seen, that the left is much quicker to jump to any tactic that they think will get their point across, or like just attacking people, ruining people's careers because of some racist remark they said or whatever. Using flawed arguments knowingly.
To us that we can do the same for budding writers and journalists alike.
We're also planning on hosting a number of workshops and events over the coming months, where we will invite industry leaders to give talks, host interactive seminars and well-being afternoons.
Beauty is more than skin deep. We also need a little help with the maintenance.
Look at how she's squinting when she says this. You can tell she doesn't believe what she's saying. Beauty is more than skin deep. No. You know that you're telling a fib right now. You know that, and that's why your face is going sideways first of all, and second of all, squinching up like this. Beauty is more than skin deep. That's what the script says. I don't know. I spend a lot of time on surface level beauty. I spend a lot of my personal time thinking about hair and makeup and how to make myself look better without self-discipline, such as not eating, because that's off the table. But I put on a lot of makeup. But it's more than skin deep. It's about what's inside too. Look, if I have egg in my teeth and I'm talking to you, tell me. Okay, don't let me keep talking with egg in my teeth. I feel like a fool. Beauty's more than skin deep? I guess. But beauty, the thing is, to women, beauty is not more than skin deep. Beauty is very surface level. Women are very concerned with beauty. Women know about beauty. They spend time, they spend hours working on makeup and things like that. And there's a lot of girls out there who aren't into that stuff, and that's really cool. But to men, take you for example. You've got big, broad shoulders, okay? I can tell you have big arms. Your arms are probably bigger than mine. You look like a female softball player. You look like you've been hitting the softball field hard for the past 15 years. Your face is a little bit weathered. You have kind of a Gary Busey look to you from this angle. You look kind of pockmarked. You look like your face is kind of like a war zone, a war-torn crater zone. Your haircut's really stupid. You look like a shithead. Your bangs are just like shitty, they're like in your eyes. Your eyes are so surrounded by black. It's like, you look like a cartoon character. You look like shit. Now, that said, for a man, beauty is not skin deep, because you, big husky softball player, maybe we're at the grocery store, okay, and you see me and you say to yourself, my God, that's the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. You see me and you say to yourself, that's a man who is driven by his purpose. He knows what he's doing. He's handsome. He's gorgeous. He's a little bit chubby, but I can tell that he has immense power within. I can tell he's going to be big one day. And so you say to yourself, I'm going to adjust myself. I'm going to act right. I'm going to be the woman that this guy wants. Now, your ugly face, your big body, if you were dating me, and if you were sexually accommodating, and if you were attentive and loving, and a good cook, and not a berater or a belittler of men, and you kept your stupid opinions to yourself, then I could see someone, you know, being in love with you and dating you and being together with you, and that's not absurd to me. So my point is that for men, beauty is not skin deep. Beauty is holistic. So fix your fucking behavior. Stop spending so much time wasting money at the makeup counter, and maybe learn how to please a man. Does that sound crazy? Oh, that's sexist. Learn how to please. There's fucking every woman's magazine is 10 ways my man should please me better. 10 ways you can please your woman. Every men's magazine, 50 ways to please a woman. Cosmo, 10 ways your man's not pleasing you. Esquire, 15 ways to please a woman. Please the woman. How about you figure out how to please a man? Spend half an hour a day thinking about what you could do to make yourself more valuable as a mate. Okay? Is that sexist? I think both sexes should do that. I think men and women should do that. I think women are the ones who aren't doing that. That's a problem. That's the problem. You take this big mancubus sea cow and you paint it up with clown paint, and you go to bars and you say, hey, even though I'm 35 and big, I'm still valuable. I hold the power. I have the power and the keys, the cards. If you want a blowjob, you have to jump through hoops for me. Okay? Instead of doing that, what if you were just like, I've spent time thinking about what I need to do to be a better partner, and ready to cook and clean and take care of a man. What if you were like that? What if you said that? Is that crazy? Is that like sexist? Is that crazy and sexist? What? Is this guy serious? Dude, come on! They're equals! Women and men are equals! Men, 10 ways to eat pussy for 2 hours. 15 ways you need to eat pussy. If man, you need to have abs. As a man, you need to have abs. Anyway, that's just a few thoughts for me. The comedic thoughts, it's not real. I'm not really giving my opinion. My real opinion is that I worship any woman. You're on your period? I worship you. I love you and adore you. I will take care of you. And you should make more money than me, because you're smarter.
Maintenance of the site. With all of the content being published each day, we need a bigger server to cope with the amount of data.
What do you know about servers and data, stupid? You should clean toilets, horseface. You should go clean toilets in public bathrooms, and that way you can get equal pay. Fucking asshole.
Be positive.
Be honest.
Illuminate.
Well, they have a nice looking website, and I guarantee you this website was designed by women only. I promise you this website was designed by a woman. Any feminist will readily admit that men have much greater upper body and just general strength than women do, which is why everybody gets all bent out of shape when I make threats like this. Hey, bitch! Come here, bitch! Everybody gets all bent out of shape when I do that. But I'll tell you one thing. The forces of evolution work a little bit differently, because they make your body stronger, but they don't affect your brain, because all brains are equal, as shown by science. Check it out. That's all I have to say. That's all I got for you today. So, thank you Sherwin Williams for sponsoring this episode. Thank you Bike Store for selling me these bikes for $12,000. Anyway, guys, I just want you to know that I care about you. I love you. That's all I have to say. You know what? Sometimes I just want to turn the computer off and just relax with my bicycles. You know? I just want to shut the world off and just kick back and ride a road bike. That should be a bumper sticker. Kick back and destroy life.